Hello, Sula here from MistyHilltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this video, I'm working on a traveler's notebook layout titled Kibbutz, and I'm scrapping this photo, and I'm working with a digital scrapbook kit. Home is by Scrapkitchen Designs, Eva Kipler, and Meghan Mullens from Sweetshopppe Designs. This layout is based on a sketch and cut template that I share as freebie at my website, MistyHilltops.com. And there are a number of freebies available for download, so if you haven't done it, go check it out. So here I have started with this page by laying it out in Silhouette Studio, and then I have clipped the papers to the or cropped the papers to the shapes that are in the Silhouette template, and then I cut everything out, or print out first and then cut everything out. Here I have created a little bunting that I now am still tying up. There's a little string that goes through, or a thread that goes through, so I just cut them so that these little triangles can be folded over a string, and so that's where I glue them. Maybe at some point I should also make a video of where I put together such a bunting. Usually I try to get all the preparatory work done before I start the video, because I don't want the videos to get too long. So here I am putting this at the very bottom, and I'm starting with a background paper strip, large strip there. It's basically all kinds of strips. And so here's this other background layer. We have just arrived at the kibbutz, and here I realized, oh no, I should have tucked this behind, but lucky I was still able to tuck it behind there, that paper, and then I need to reapply a little more glue, and I use a toothpick for that. So we have just arrived at the kibbutz, and so we're unpacking. We have a rental car, and we are unpacking. This is from our trip to Israel a couple years ago, and so this is a traveler's notebook, a real trip. And so I am having to decide which parts come first in the layering, and here again I wanted that to actually go behind there, so once more I have to do the same thing. I started gluing down the paper before I actually tucked the other little elements behind, and so I'm doing that now, and then reapplying some more glue there to just make sure that paper sticks really well to the background. And so then here's another strip, and it's kind of like a weaving that I'm doing, like some go under, some go above, and so there's a little weaving effect there, but it's not enough elements for it to show as much. Here's a little tab that I wanted to add at the top behind the photo, and for once I am remembering not to start with gluing down the photo until I have added everything else that needs to be tucked under, like that paper strip, like that tab. And now I'm ready to glue down the photo, because everything that needs to go under, I think, is under. And then here I have these little this little other strip, and I'm mindful of the pattern, so it doesn't go directly underneath the photo, but there's this row of houses, and so I wanted that to still be visible and shown well with the strip that I was gluing across there. And then these are little flowers that I stamped and then cut out. I think I also colored them in orange, because there's an orange theme going on with this page. Here's my journaling. I have printed it out, and then I just right before I am ready to glue it down, I start cutting it apart. I realized I'm losing time if I cut them apart earlier, because then I don't remember the order as well anymore, and I have to really go read it and all that, and so here I can just put things together very, very simply, very easily, without having to think much. And I have my own font. My own handwriting was turned into a font by a font artist who has retired at this point. And so, but it's really neat to have my own handwriting that I can put on for my journaling, and still type it and still have it typed out rather than writing it directly on my page. I still prefer that. Number one, my font, even though it looks much more cleaned up, it is still very much my handwriting, but it does look cleaned up, and so I like that. It looks much neater than when I write myself. My handwriting is a bit messy because I rarely write and have little exercise in writing anymore. Most of my writing happens on the computer these days. So anyway, here I'm ready to just glue down those paper strips that make up my journaling, and I have made sure that I have clustered the flowers in the various areas here. I realized one of the paper flags came a little bit loose within the string. I want them to be glued to that string as well. So they're folded over the string, and then they should be attached to that string so they won't be sliding around too much. And so I added a little bit more glue, and then I want this little house there to go on the right side of the page, and then there's more word strips. There are travel word strips that I create on my computer and then cut them apart, and then I can use them on my traveler's notebook projects as well as other projects. If you have checked out my channel, you know that I do a lot of different projects, not just traveler's notebook layouts, and so I use my word strips on many different kinds of projects, and there will be 6x6 layouts coming. Well, there are 6x12 because they're double page, but I am someone who scraps on a small scale. So this is my page done. I'm going to leave you with some more close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.